Good morning or good afternoon to BIM professional, architects, engineer, and other person who participate in this seminar. Welcome to the BIM Coordinators Summit 2023, where we gather together to share our experience in BIM. I am Masoud Baghaeikia, and I participate as virtual speaker in this seminar. As you know, developed countries have successful embarrassed BIM and use its benefit. But the story is different in the developing country, such as Azerbaijan. In today's seminar, I will look at the BIM implementation challenges faced in such country around the Azerbaijan, with particular focus on Azerbaijan. Let's start my presentation, and at the end of this presentation, you can ask your questions. My presentation title is Challenges of Implementing BIM in Developing Countries like Azerbaijan. In this presentation, you will see general BIM challenges and then BIM challenges in developing country, and then focus these challenges in Azerbaijan. And I will show you about some solution about these challenges. We work on it in Azerbaijan. In this part, I will discuss the challenge of BIM implementation. There are 5 major problems in BIM implementation: management, culture, legal, financial, and security issues. For example, in the USA, management and legal issues are significant barriers, while in the UK, culture issues are more common. Other countries also face similar challenges, and security challenges and issues will be a major concern for the future. To improve BIM implementation, these management, culture, legal, financial, and security challenges require our attention. In these slides, I will describe about these issues. For example, for first one, management challenges. Management challenges need to improve and change communication platforms, solve problems in creating a team within the virtual environment, project timelines, and management stakeholders effectively. To solve these issues, project managers may need to learn new skills and tactics, and it can be useful to seek assistance from a BIM implementation manager who specializes in BIM. And the other one is legal and contractual issues. The legal and contractual aspects of BIM are still underdeveloped. This makes defining responsibilities and addressing legal issues in BIM implementation difficult, potentially affecting contractual terms. As a result, a suitable framework within contract clause is required to effectively address these issues and facilitate the successful implementation of BIM in projects. Another issue is culture issues. Culture problems like resistance to change and lack of cooperation among project stakeholders can be at the core of various challenges in implementing building information modeling. Resolving these culture issues is crucial for the successful adoption of BIM. The lack of BIM-based construction example, especially in developing countries, is a significant contributor to these issues, which can lead to resistance and a lack of support from stakeholders. One of the important issues is financial issues or cost issues. The requirement to justify the initial investing in software, hardware, and staff training is a major barrier to BIM adoption. Investors are concerned about the return on investment, which can be assessed by comparing earnings to costs. Regardless of these issues, BIM deployment can result in a significant cost saving and the true return on investment may be significantly higher than first STEM. Another issue is security challenges. The implementation of BIM brings with it new security risks due to the sharing of information. In the context of BIM, both individuals and business face cyber threats, with a particular emphasis on key security concerns such as intellectual properties, cyber security of BIM tool output, and data security. Cyber security is a worldwide issue and stands as one of the primary challenges in implementing BIM. Addressing these security challenges is crucial for the successful development and deployment of BIM in various projects. In the next slides, I will describe about the BIM issues and challenges in developing countries. First of all, in developing countries face several challenges in adopting new technology. These are the main issues. For first country, I will discuss about India. According to a study by the RICS School of Built Environment and KPMG in 2014, BIM adoption in the India construction industry was still its early stages. The key challenges for BIM adoption in India revolve around mindset, culture, resources, cost, and existing work practice. Overcoming these challenges require behavioral changes, capacity building, education, training, and the development of standard and guidelines for affecting BIM implementation in this country. Another country is Iran. BIM implementation challenges in Iran are economic. For example, the cost of purchasing software and hardware, the cost of training employees, the cost of other issues about BIM implementation. And then management problems. Non-acceptance of BIM by the senior project manager, intellectual properties, legal problems, and lack of confidence in BIM, and the many manager and client don't know about BIM is the management problems. And then technical problems. In technical problems, lack of technical expertise, lack of working methods and standards necessary for BIM, and difficulty in entering informations and gathering informations and other issues. And for support, delay in accepts culture of community of experts, non-accepts by employees, and other competitive plans and methods, and these are for support of the BIM. One of the projects I've been involved in Azerbaijan is related to the implementation of a BIM in AEC companies. And the result of this survey are present in these diagrams. For example, the main barriers in this diagram is lack of training, and another is the project, the work are too small, and then the other one is a difference in experts among collaborating parties in a project. And also you can see the lack of in-house expertise in Azerbaijan. In another slide, I compare these problems, these issues with other survey, with other group of expertise that we have workshop with them. In this comparison, you can see two groups of peoples. One of them our survey with AEC companies, and another we have workshop with the best expertise. And you can see the sum of these are the same issues and barriers in implementation of BIM. For example, lack of in-house expertise, no interested from industry. It's one of the same issues. And another is cost and no reason for invest. And for example, the lack of standards, tools, and protocols and procedure in the BIM. The main one is a lack of training and no client demand. And this issue, as you see in other countries, is like that. And we can use these issues and solving them in countries to develop the BIM in the developing country. In this survey, in one of my work in Azerbaijan for implementation BIM in AEC company, that's one design company that I work as a consultant for this company for implement BIM in this. For example, you can see here the main issue that use this survey is a lack of BIM experience. They don't know more about BIM, and we are trying try to with training and with explain the BIM, what is BIM for them for solving these problems, or difficulty integrating BIM with existing software and workflow. And workflow is very important in the implementing of BIM. We should change this workflow and change from old one to new BIM standard in the companies. And another lack of training and education, and we had many courses with this company to change mind engineers and other managers and coordinators and other people. Overall, there are the main BIM implementation challenges in Azerbaijan is these items: the lack of BIM experience, lack of training and education, lack of standards and suitable workflow for AEC companies, cost and no reason for investing, and no client demand, and lack of expertise, and we should solve all of them with the one strategy for the company and making the BIM standards for company, because of the companies are different, and it should be use the different internal standard based of BIM international standard. As my experience, there are another hidden challenges in BIM implementation. For example, some people learn BIM modeling in one company and then leave there and go to other company to get a good salary. Another is lack of data management knowledge, and another is lack of building material classification in the construction industry like Uniclass, and they don't use this international classification. And then other one is separate between the design and construction companies. A construction company remodel and redesign project based on design projects, and another one is use the old building construction process and resistance to change company management system with old age engineers, and lack of a BIM model library of the market, and price of the online platform are higher than the company's capacity, and they don't want cost these projects. As a solution for overcoming BIM implementation challenges is making strategies and implementation plan for companies for BIM adoptions. And another is developing ISO 9650 based standards, and change and adapt this standard to company, and making big execution plans for every stage of the BIM implementation. For example, design stage, design development stage, and construction stage as well. In a strategy plan, we should set the goals and objective of BIM for companies, and also detail the steps how to create a BIM and implementation BIM in company in the strategy plan and implementation plan. ISO 9650 based standards and overview of this standard and significant for BIM implementation, and use the benefit of this standard in our process and workflows, and use BIM execution plan in every project, and for to make these projects with the same standards, and use other international standards in BIM execution plan. Another main issue in the implementing BIM in companies and in constructions is monitoring and developing standards, and continuous monitoring of BIM practice and standard, importance of feedback, and improve this standard for successful BIM execution. In conclusion, for implementing BIM in our consultant group, we are finding the company's problems, and then finding BIM solution for them, and then we set BIM goals for companies and make BIM strategy plan, and then make BIM implementation plan, and make for them BIM manual and standard for company. It's a difference between companies, and then we are training for staff and engineers, architects, managers, and another, And then in the process, we are monitoring how is going. And for example, we see existing situations and the BIM strategies we use, which way we can reach the desired situation. For example, change the standard with the training and with the another. See reference how we use in our research in this presentation. Thank you for your attending this part of seminars. You can ask your questions and we are answering to them. Thank you very much.